Yeah,
Yes.
I'm ready.
Alright. So, thank you all for coming today. My name is Miss Aguilar, and I am one of the counselors here. And I wanted to thank you to introduce Tiger Talk to you guys. And today's topic is going to be on success and failure. Does anybody have any questions before we begin?
No.
Okay. Okay, everyone, now that we watched the video on celebrity failures, can you tell me what we learned about failure?
I guess we learned that failure is not a bad thing. It's kind of a step that it's something everyone needs to go through in order to succeed in life, because if you don't fail, then you're never really going to make it anywhere. That's kind of what I got from the video.
Yeah, you have to kind of. Not everybody's going to be privileged to be skate through. Everybody's going to come with some sort of failure, and it just depends on how you overcome it, basically.
If you're failing, just don't give up. Once you have failed, and if people tell you, you'll never amount to anything, and they just degrade you, don't believe that. You have to believe in yourself to just keep trying harder.
And just knowing that everybody fails, and it's okay. Like these celebrities, we didn't know about their failures, just of their success, but everybody has their struggles.
Some good key points were that everybody struggles, everybody will fail, but by working hard and kind of keeping your mind to it, we can accomplish that. So those are just some good key points. Is there anything else you guys would like to add into that?
These are key points. And everyone is also always going to have someone tell them you can't do something.
That is good.
You're always going to have someone say no, and then it's your shot, your chance to try to prove them wrong by just not giving up totally.
Those are good, so that we all have obstacles. We all
Yeah,
have obstacles,
don't.
and with our hard work and determination, we can accomplish that and reach our goals. So that's some good feedback, guys. So what I want to ask is, did you guys know about these celebrities before you watched this video?
I knew I actually knew all of the celebrities on there. I just didn't know their background, their experience prior to their success. I've only seen them as celebrities and as these kind of these role models and successful people. I just never really understood the struggles they went through.
Yeah, I mean, the only one I knew that actually what happened was Michael Jordan, but that's just because he's the best basketball player there was, so I just knew his background type deal.
Yeah, I didn't know any of celebrity stories before the video.
I didn't know any of them either. But I think people don't talk about their failures, how they got to be so successful, and I think they should.
That's good.
Yeah, especially with celebrities, you only see their good points, and that kind of stuff. They kind of keep their failures hidden, so that way they're not brought to limelight type deal.
Yeah, that's good. So like you said with Michael Jordan, for instance, is that he is this all-time greatest basketball player, but he was cut from his high school basketball team.
Yeah, you think about that, right?
And it's wait, how did that work? And you could tell that he worked hard. He went up and he was like, okay, what do I need to do to reach that goal? And he set up his plan, set his goal, and he was able to accomplish that. Because oftentimes we see celebrities and we think that they must have had it easy and that they're so lucky because they're very successful. But in reality, they may have failed, they may have struggled in order to get where they were at, but they didn't give up. So sometimes you may feel a little discouraged when you don't succeed at your first attempt, but we just can't let that bring us down. So can you guys define amongst yourselves, your success that you have had with or without any limits?
A recent success for me and Nate was going to EMT, making our choice to go to EMT school, even after having, at the time, a 6-month-old child, trying to juggle part-time work, deciding, finding out who, daycare-wise, who's going to watch our kids so we could even go to night school twice a week, and be able to go to study groups with classmates, study for a test, and reading up on lectures so that way we can pass the class and jump into our career. So we were able to pass with a kid.
That's good.
So was can you repeat the question?
Yeah. So, what success have you had that you've kind of accomplished with or without any limits?
I feel like any success that I've had always had I've always had to overcome a struggle, and I've failed multiple times. Like, for example, soccer. I was fortunate enough to play graduate Division One level soccer, but in order to do that, I had to put in work, and I worked out every day. I went to practices. I played on different teams, and I've gone through obstacles like injuries. I've gone through obstacles of like losing and not just kind of feeling down, and it's just multiple things that kept stacking up, and eventually, after constantly trying, I finally got to where I'm at now, and I was very fortunate for that. So I guess just never give up,
Never go. Yeah.
depending on, yeah.
That you may have that obstacle coming back, and that's good that you knew that, okay, hard work and determination.
Yeah.
That was a good job that you were able to do that.
I think always having that plan and knowing that, just being aware that there's going to be obstacles and just having that in mind. But as long as you have that plan set and trying to figure out how to overcome those obstacles is the hard part. But like how they had support, and I've had a lot of support from family and friends that have helped me, throughout different process in life.
Like when you decided to go get a master's degree.
Yeah, with
Things
school
like that.
or, it's just hard. But having that support system is really, I think,
Like knowing
the
you're not
key.
alone. Like knowing you have backup.
And knowing that it's okay to ask for help, or it's okay to,
Aww.
It's okay. You know that you've been able to accomplish what you have done, and you have that support, and you know that it's by you feel like you feel that you're accomplished with it, and you've achieved the goal, and you're very proud of that. So it's okay to cry. Don't worry about it.
You should be proud of yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big goal that you set your mind to.
Like getting your master's.
Yeah.
That's
And then a successful part is like you getting accepted into, doing your
Right.
master's is like the first step
Yeah.
into.
I think like a very important thing is for people to keep in mind. It's like once you like figure out what you want to do in life or whatever it is, like once you have that goal in mind, the main thing is you just gotta figure out how you're going to get there, and just know, like what Lizette was saying, that there's going to be obstacles, and like regardless of how many times you fall down, you got to get back up. Like especially when people are like determined and they know this, this is what I want to do, you're going to get there eventually. If having that mentality, you're going to make it there. It's just got to get up every time you fall down, and just don't give up. And you'll definitely you
and
can do it.
everybody has their different timing and different pace. Like just because somebody else is already, you might see somebody else accomplishing what maybe you wanted to accomplish at a certain time. Like it's okay if you're not at that point, because everybody has different obstacles and different struggles.
Yeah, you can't let your failures define who you are as a person. You just have to keep going forward.
That's good. Yeah, like we all need to know that in life we have our goals, but everybody's path is differently.
Yeah.
It's a different path, and it's up to us and to have our support system to get to that goal. And we gotta just know that we need to keep moving forward. And even though one person's goal and path is going to be different than somebody else's path, so that was really good. So what are things that we encounter in our everyday life that we may struggle to accomplish?
Just having to wake up. So you have a full-time job and having to wake up early, go complete a full 8-hour shift, and then right after your job, taking night classes at a community college, and after that, still having to come home and take care of a baby, cook dinner for your family, clean your house, like, so you gotta eat, sleep, and repeat that, 5 days a week.
This journey.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, for someone, having to do that.
Yeah.
And life in general is just hard. It's just it depends on how you get through it. Type deal. You have to keep pushing. Everybody, you have two different, you can have two different people. They both do this. One has a job, one does not. But you don't know what's going on behind closed doors with the person that doesn't have a job. They could be hating their life and that kind of stuff. But this person is off making money. They can make money. So it just depends on how you move forward and not just let you be stuck in that rut type deal.
It's a great point to bring up, is that your path may seem difficult and then somebody else's may seem easier, but it doesn't always mean that it is easier. Like, we have to kind of understand that some things are harder than others, and we can get through it. One thing that was said on the video, if you guys remember at the very end, it was, if you've never failed at anything, you never tried anything new. What do you guys what did you get from that?
Well, without trying,
Yeah, so
It's failure is a form of trying, because it means that you're striving towards something. You just need to work better or harder to get something you want. It's not. I mean, not everything's going to come easy to some people. Some people will, some people won't. But everybody's going to have some sort of failure along the way. It's just that you can't stop and be like, okay, well, I'm done. That's not how it should work. I know certain people do that, but that should just give you more fire to keep going and strive for that thing that you want.
Or like how Melissa was saying about soccer, maybe at some point she was new to soccer and it wasn't, the skills that she has right now, she probably didn't have when she first started playing. So it's just, trying something new. Maybe at first, she felt at it, but just practicing and dedicating herself to the game and, to learn all the skills she has and accomplish everything in that area.
Everyone has to start somewhere.
That's good points from both of you guys, all you guys, is that we learn from our failures, so we can't always take them as a negative aspect. We learn from the failures and we learn what to do next to make sure we accomplish those goals.
Have you heard the quote from The Office? I don't know if you watch a TV show, but the main guy says, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. And he says it, and I know someone else says it, but it's just, I actually really love that quote, because it's true. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Like, if you're not going to take the shot, you didn't try, you didn't put in that effort, and if you try and you miss, then you can say you tried. You can say you did it, and it didn't work out, or you shoot it and you make it.
Well, it's a perfect example. If you don't try, you never know if it's going to happen.
Exactly.
And from going from the basketball, you miss 100% of the shots you don't make, is you turn into baseball. You don't step up to the plate. You never hit a home run.
Yeah.
And those are some good quotes and stuff to relate to, because you think about it.
I like that one.
I know, right? But I remember different about this. Great show.
It's good. Is there anything else you guys want to discuss? You okay? Well, I want to thank you guys for coming to Tiger Talk today. We had a good conversation. Next week, what we want to do is we want to start setting up kind of a goal and how we're going to reach that goal. So come next week, think of some ideas on what we need to work on, and we can get to those. Thank you guys. I hope you guys have a good day.
Thank
you, Ms. Aguilar.
You're welcome.